Good morning, guys, and welcome to your daily message from Spirit. This is a reading for the collective. We're going to check in and see what the overall energy is today for the mind, your body, and soul. I am taking off tonight, guys, on my adventure. So I will be, there will be videos going up on my channel every day while I'm away. And as a bonus, I'm going to share my adventure with you. I'm really pretty pumped about it. I have been manifesting this since I was, I want to say 18, and it's happening. So again, manifestation 101, guys. Just because you don't see it happening right now in your life does not mean it's not going to happen, right? It's about just letting go of it. The oracle deck that I am using is the Tree of Life, and it's by David Wells. So if you like it, that is the oracle deck that I'm using. Couple of things for those of you who are new, welcome on in. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box down below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that is also in the description box down below. And please, guys, if you want to see more of these readings in between your zodiac sign readings, give the video a thumbs up. Comment on how it resonated for you. Let me know how it connected for you. Some of this reading or all of this reading may resonate with you. Please only take what does and leave the rest. So what is going on in your mind? And these readings are timeless. Okay, so that's why they're all labeled timeless. I don't even put the date in them. All my videos on my channel are timeless. When you're meant to click on that video, that's the time you need to hear a message that's within. So your mind right now, I like it. I like it. This is the path of the Emperor. This is about creating your own business. This is about taking leadership in your life. This is about playing an important role for others as well. You may be in a place of authority. You may be, a CEO of a company, a vice president of a company. And this is about you taking the steps. You have taken the steps that you've needed to get to where you are right now. And if you don't feel like you're quite there yet, Spirit wants you to know, have that Emperor energy in your mind. So yes, I am a leader of my own destiny. I am here to help others. And in what way can I help them? How can I take leadership in guiding them and sharing with them my own life's experiences? That's what I do on this channel. And on my TikTok social media, I share my journey so that people understand, okay, this is what's happening for me. Yeah. It's like you've got a clear vision of where you want to be in your life, what you have going on. And, you could be dealing with an Aries, but look at the red and the yellow. Red is root chakra. Yellow is your emotions. So you have really grown and evolved. Kudos for you guys. The element of water. Oh, I love this card. So much love in this card. So much love in this card. And again, this is about healing all those childhood wounds. I mean, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, 4. Some of you have had 4 significant healings in your life, wounds, deep-rooted wound healings. And it's because if you've gone through a dark night of a soul experience, and I understand that, I was there myself, my whole life totally imploded 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I was in a relationship that I thought was going to be my forever relationship. I always dreamed of a house with an in-ground pool with all my favorite flowers, We had purchased this house. It had an in-ground pool. It had all my favorite flowers. It was a beautiful sanctuary in the summertime. And I was like, oh, I have it all. Well, I had it all except the deep-rooted love. So when I put out to Spirit what I wanted, I forgot to add the element of love. So not even a year, it was like 2 or 3 months from us actually had moved in a year because we had to do a lot of renovating. The whole relationship just imploded. And it was like I had quit my job to follow my healing path. They said they would support me, give it 3 months, blah, 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 blah. Well, long story short, that didn't happen. And the whole relationship just imploded. And from doing the dark night of the soul, because I went from having everything to literally nothing. And when you're an Aquarius like I am, and you've been through a lot in your life, and you've always supported yourself, you always, and to have something like that happen is really devastating. But that's what caused my dark night of the soul, deepest dive I've ever done. And I am so grateful now that that experience happened to me, because then I was able to pull myself back and look back on the relationship and see how I wore rose-colored glasses in that relationship and all the red flags of a full-blown narcissist that I ignored. Now I know those red flags. So when I meet people and they want to get together and they want to go out to dinner and they want to have drinks, I do it. I do it, A, to one, show the universe I'm ready and I'm open for love. And secondly, I do it to give them a chance. But the moment I start seeing those red flags, and I just got to see 3, I'm out. Because we all have narcissistic tendencies in us. It's the level of it. It's the level of it. So you've done all this. So in your body, you may be feeling some emotions right now. And that's okay. And it's also telling you to speak about those emotions. Get them out. Write them down. Because it's just a healing, or it's just part of, we're in a lot of retrogrades right now, guys. So there's a lot of things coming up, including for myself. Okay, once you're on the path, doesn't mean, oh, okay, I had these 4 significant healings, right? So there are no, there's always lessons to learn. There's always lessons to learn. It's about really, your body is telling you to really communicate your feelings, your emotions. Put them out there. Be vulnerable, right? If you're a healer on my channel, it's about opening up and sharing your life's experience and what you have learned from doing the work. People need to hear that. They need to hear that they can change what is happening for them in their life by sharing the tools that you've used. Your tools may be different than my tools, but they worked for you. So they work for other people as well. And what is your soul telling you? The musician, magic, divine mind, intent. Be clear with your intentions. And wait for the magic to happen while you're working towards what you're trying to create. You have all the tools you need, and you know that. And look, like right behind her, I feel like, she has the Empress. And know that you are protected. You are going to bloom and blossom. It's like all your gifts are opening up to you. And it's like so empowering. And it's because you had the courage and strength to do the work. And I'm also like getting the sun from this. So you're pulling in all that joy, all that happiness is coming towards you. So let's see, what is your message? Beautiful. Wow, the Emperor, and I saw like the Empress standing behind her. It reminds me of one of the Empress cards in one of my tarot decks. Beautiful, beautiful, heart healing energy. I get it, and I commend you. I applaud you. Pat yourself on the back and give thanks to those lessons because they got you to where you are right now. Okay? They got you to where you are right now. Alrighty. What is the message regarding the crowning energy for my collective spirit? What is the message? Six of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords. I like it. The Star card. Love it, guys. Wow, you've done a lot of healing. Be proud of yourself. Really, seriously, guys, be proud of yourself. Because I know it's not an easy road. Especially, you know, not a lot of people really talk about the dark night of the soul. They say, yeah, you've done the dark night of the soul, but they really don't talk about the depths of that. You know, and it's significant. It's very significant. And it's pulling yourself out of bed every day and maybe starting to say some affirmations in the morning, starting to write about your feelings, learning how to meditate, and having the courage to do that. You know, when you're having a deep, dark night of the soul, it's like, they call it the deep, dark night of the soul for a reason, right? Seven of Cups. Look at you. The World. I like it. Queen of Cups. Got a lot of options here. Too many cards, Spirit. Two more cards, please. Thank you. Oh, you got a bonus card. Okay. Ooh, what? All right. Okay. Here we go. All right. I got to jump right to this card. And you're going to understand why. The Empress. And see, this is the deck where she looks like a bird. If you look behind her, see how there's like a bird behind her and it looks like she's wearing this beautiful cloak? Right? That's where I was drawn to the Empress. This is just Spirit confirming. You are an Empress now. You have balanced the masculine and the feminine within you. Okay? For some of you, you could be meeting a partner that is your counterpart now. Okay? But let's start from the very beginning. Okay? It's a time in your life when you felt you were living a balanced life. You really thought you were living a balanced life. And then some type of truth came to the surface. And I feel like for a lot of you, even though the tower's not here, this is the tower energy. Where all of a sudden you just felt all alone. You were in a dark place. How did I get there? How did this happen? Okay? Know that Spirit causes tower moments in our life, good or bad, because for me, all tower moments are good, whether they start out bringing us to this point or it's just something awesome that happens out of the blue, right? That's also a tower moment. This one really brought you to a place of feeling alone, isolated, cut off from everything that you knew. And it was almost like, has my whole life been a lie to just get me to here? I've always been a caring person. I've always been giving. I've always, right? I always felt like I was living my life following the 10 commandments to the best of my ability. Now, did I follow them all the time? No. But a lot of them, for the majority of my life, I did. And it's like that type of feeling I'm getting. You know, I gave and gave and gave and gave of myself till there was nothing left to do other than to slice my veins open and bleed out. And guess what? I'm not doing that for anyone. Okay? But that's like the energy that I'm feeling here. But look, this happened so that you could heal and come back into balance. Really figure out what is your heart's desires. What are you worthy of? What is your self-worth? You know, every day I start off my meditation with a Jake Ducey. I love him. I follow him. And one of his things is, and I use it because it reminds me of all of these things, okay? I have my own spiritual business. So money comes to me in increasing quantities from many resources on a continuous basis, or many sources on a continuous basis. I am connected to the infinite riches of my subconscious mind. It is my right to be rich, happy, and successful. Money flows to me freely, easily, and in avalanches of abundance. I am forever conscious of my true worth. I give of my services with love, and I am wonderfully blessed financially. Isn't it amazing? I always start out my morning meditation with saying that once or twice, and then I just ask Spirit for whatever I need to look at or whatever I need to be aware of to please bring it into clarity for me so that I can follow the guidance of Spirit, whether it's a residual wound that needs to be healed and let go of, or it's a creative idea that comes to the forefront, whatever it may be, right? And it's because you did that. You dove into your heart center where your soul lives. Okay? Your spirit resides in this shell of a body, but your soul is in your heart center. That's why when we feel things hurt, pain deeply, it's because it's affecting our soul. When things that bring us joy and make our heart sing, it's because our soul feels alive and it's getting that boost of energy, right? So it brought you to really loving yourself and caring about yourself and allowing yourself to be vulnerable and share your journey with others. You do have a brand new beginning, because had you not found out about this truth, okay, Spirit just said to me, had you not found out about this truth, you would not realize all the opportunities that you can and will experience in your life. And Spirit wants you to know you have one coming. A beautiful, passionate new beginning, whether it's about creating your own business and having a beautiful creative idea and bringing it into the world, right? You have the chance now to follow a whole new path. And I talk about that. It's a way of life going forward. And you don't want to go backwards again. You want to, now I look back, like where I was even a year ago to where I am now. It's a big difference. Am I where my vision is yet? No. Am I a lot better than where I was here? Absolutely I am. Absolutely I am. Am I glad I did that dive into my heart center and healed the wounds that needed to be healed? I am grateful for that every single day. I am grateful for the lessons that people have taught me in my life. I'm grateful that I see people for who they are. I've let go of people. People have left my life. New people have come into my life. It's just a beautiful experience all the way around. So what Spirit wants you to know is that there is a new beginning coming in for you that's so much more balanced, that is right for you. And it's because you had the patience, you kept the faith, you didn't let hope die, and because you believe. Okay, you believe. I love this. I love this. So I want to see what this new passionate new. Well, let's look at what the ending was. Okay, what was the ending that threw them into the deep dark night of the soul? I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower comes out. What was the Ten of Swords? Okay. For some of you, you could have lost a parent, okay, at a young age. My condolences. I know what that's like. I lost my dad at the age of 28. It really impacted me at 28. I did not realize how deeply it did until I started doing the Dark Night of the Soul work. And I just had a release around that, like 3 weeks ago, I think now, 2-3 weeks ago, that I didn't even realize. I have a friend that does, it's a magnetic healing work, and he did a session with me. If it's something you think you're interested in, shoot me off. Leave it in the comment down below, and I will give you his name. You can look him up on Facebook. But it was really, that's the other thing. When you do the healing work, you open yourself up, and you meet other light workers. And I met him when I was doing my shamanic training for 16 months. He was part of that. And ironically enough, he was triggering me like there was no tomorrow. And by the end of it, I realized he was triggering me because he reminded me of my mother. And it was about looking at those things within me that reflected my mother's behavior so that I could change the pattern. And, but anyway, getting back to my dad, sorry I got sidetracked there. When I did my session with him, there's a way that he does it, and he said something significant happened to you at the age of 28. And I immediately lost it. I was like, yeah, that's when I lost my dad. So for those of you who this is about losing a parent at a young age, I sympathize with you. I get it. I get it. I send you love. I send you light. I send you blessings. Okay? If this was a healing around a parent that maybe abandoned you when you were really young, when parents are supposed to nurture their children and love their children. Okay? I had that as well. So I get it. I understand it. But it's so you could see the truth. Okay, some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Leo, because the other card here is the Queen of Wands. But I'm feeling more like this caused you to really go within and find your own truth, your own story. And you had the courage to do it. And you had the strength to do it. And you gave yourself the self-love to do it. Because for me, a wand is also healing. Okay? So let's see, what is the Ace of Wands about? What is the Ace of Wands? For some of you, this could be happening in 7 weeks from the time you watch this video, with the Seven of Cups right here in the center. Cups for me are weeks. Swords are hours and days. And cups are weeks. Sorry. Cups are weeks, swords are days, pentacles are months, and I'm missing one. What is it, guys? Oh, swords can be hours or days. Okay? So Spirit is saying what's being revealed to you, this new passionate beginning, has to do with your creativity, your art. Maybe some of you are a dancer. Maybe some of you, are cross-dressers, or, there's something you do that stands you out from the rest. Okay? You're neither, and for some reason Spirit's saying to me, you're neither female nor male. Okay? You are one. And with the zebra, right? The zebra's like a cross. I don't know. For me, the zebra was always like a cross between a hyena and a horse. I don't know why. Okay? So you're strong like a horse, and you have the personality of a hyena. Right? And people like that. It's like quirky. Right? It's like that quirky, and you're different. There's something about you that stands out from the rest. You could be an artist. You could be in the theater. You could be in the circus. You could be in the field of making people laugh. It's a rebirth. It's a rebirth. It's the end of a cycle and a new beginning. So, what is the final outcome? Final outcome from my collective, Spirit. Final outcome from my collective. Clear messages, please. Clear messages. Guys, don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Subscribe if you're new. And stay tuned for videos on my adventures while I'm away as well. One more card, final outcome. Know that you are protected, okay, no matter where you are on your path. Okay, if you're feeling like you're kind of like, when's it coming? You know, when's it going to happen? I've put in all this hard work. Spirit says they know you did, and they recognize that. For some of you, you may literally feel like, I know I do. You know, I talked to 2 out of 5 siblings, and it's because, you know, I'm unique in my own way. And, you know, because I've done the healing work, I'm a different person now. But it's interesting because when I was going through doing the dark night of the soul work, I, you know, used to talk to an aunt of mine every day who just passed this past April. Um, and, you know, I used to say to her, you know, I almost feel like the stalk hicked up and dropped me in the wrong house, because I just always felt different from everyone else. I experienced things differently. You know, I saw spirits. You know, so there was a lot, and I would share it with my grandmother because she raised me from the age of 2, and she always used to say to me, you know, be careful who you say things to. Because back in those days, they would put you on medication or put you in a loony bin or whatever. So you see how strong you are now. That's the outcome of all that. That you know you worked hard. And it's been a long road, but Spirit wants you to know that you are and have been protected the whole way on your journey. And trust in that. Okay? Because it is bringing you to where you're meant to be. Kudos for you guys. I am so proud of you. So guys, please thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe, click on the bell, stay tuned for my adventures. And as always, guys, from my heart to yours, love, light, and blessings. Be well. Take care.